Our next guest's flight was at 10:45 p.m., and he did everything right. He got to the Atlanta airport at least 4 hours early, as they recommended online. But he says he didn't get through security until 3:20 the next morning. In those 9 hours, he says he missed his flight, made new friends, and in his own words, witnessed the system collapsing. Will Frampton joins me now. Will, it is good to see you. It's good to see you survived, frankly. But my first thought was, what goes through your head when you get to the airport 4 hours early and you see how long the line is?
Oh, I thought I had it all figured out, right? I thought I had the perfect plan. Of course, if you know the Atlanta airport, or any major airport for that matter, Monday mornings are very busy. So in normal times, the 9 a.m. flight on Monday morning, you better get there pretty early. And I thought, now is not the good time to be doing that. So I switched my flight to 10:45 Sunday night. All right, I'm going to get there 4 hours early. It's going to be good. The lines will be long, but I'll make it. About 3 hours later, after we're sneaking through all the baggage carousel, the line that goes through all the carousels, and it's like a maze, right? Who can possibly keep up with this line? Someone from, I believe, the Atlanta police came on loudspeaker and says, folks, if you have a flight before 11 p.m., you will not be flying tonight. Please call your airline and reschedule. So that's, at that point I did. And yeah, you can't fathom any of these things happening, but they were all playing out right before our eyes. So why did it take 9 hours from the time you arrived to when you actually got to the gate? What happened then? I think it was just the worst possible timing for my little cluster in the line. We got there at a time when I think whatever TSA pre-check line was closed or was open had just before that closed. And so, I have pre-check and I have all the things to get me through faster, but I had missed that chance. And so now we're in the main line, which, starts, it's snaking all the way through the terminal. I mean, as far as the eye can see. I shot some video. I guess you've showed it there. We think also what happened is that there were so many of us that airport staff, they were overwhelmed, of course, and they couldn't keep track of that everybody's going through the line the way they should have been. We think at some point we were redirected to go back to another start of a different line somehow. It's like, and my new friends and I who were standing in line together were all discussing this in real time at all hours. And after a while, time sort of stood still. We lost track of time, but it's like at some point, it's all a blur, right?
Can I just say, I don't know if you can see this. We're showing the picture of you with two women and you're smiling. How in the world are you smiling? There it is. How are you smiling at that point?
Because we were done. We had finally reached, the site that could not be seen, or we thought it didn't even exist almost, right? It's like, oh, here we are finally. It had been, I checked my watch and sure enough, it was 3:15 or 3:20 or whatever. And my gosh, I got here yesterday, and here we are. And we thought this moment needs to be celebrated and remembered, and we made it. And at that point, we had all scheduled our flights for the next day, and okay, fine. We made it through security. That's one of the hardest things to do in America right now is get through TSA security. We did it. Let's just go sleep on whatever floor we can find, and we'll get home at some point.
And so I assume you did get some sleep on the floor. What is your message, dare I ask, to our leaders in Washington?
I would say the hardest part of this whole experience, the saddest part, if you will, was not the waiting in line, because I saw a lot of people smiling and doing pretty well with it. I mean, and people in decent enough spirits. Nobody was melting down, so far as I could tell. But it was the realization that I was witnessing before me sort of the collapse or the buckling and the near collapse of a system that we rely on every day, that represents our ability to communicate and compromise. And it occurred to me that that ability to communicate and compromise at the highest offices, at our nation's capital, have been dissipating little by little, and then quickly, it seems, in recent years. And that's what just hit me smack dab in the face, is that this is the system we now have, because people, it seems like they come to the negotiating table with knives out instead of ready to learn how to compromise on these issues that now are affecting millions of us in these airports. That's my message. Order some sandwiches today. Senators, congressmen, and women, everybody, order some sandwiches, lock yourself in a room. Nobody comes out of that room until you have figured this out. This has to be solved yesterday. We all need it to be done and to get on with our lives. That's my message.
There are millions of people, I have no doubt, out there who are listening to you, agreeing with you, and admiring the fact that you came through it as you did. I think it's not that complicated. If only they could get together and work together as well as you did with your newfound friends over those 9 hours. Will Frampton, congratulations, I think. We appreciate you coming on the show.